Welcome, guys, back to the Mando Bros channel. My boy Eagle Heart is back, everybody. Eagle Heart, how you been doing, brother?
What's up? I'm doing good. I'm glad to be back. Still in the healing process, but everything's doing good.
Hell yeah, we're back, guys. The Mando Bros are back together, and we have one hell of an episode to break down for you guys and talk about and give our theories, because this is, honestly, I was freaking out. I don't know about you, Eagle Heart, but I was freaking out.
Best episodes so far.
100%. I agree with you, man. I watched this twice. I've already seen like a ton of other breakdown videos to see other people's reactions, because this really is just, whoo. Well, you'll see why, and we're not gonna spoil in the beginning. But these are pretty much the events right after episode 7, so it's pretty much a continuation of what's going on. And we're just gonna go ahead and start off. I'm gonna go ahead and kick it off, guys. At the start of the episode, where pretty much we go back to Kamino, and we see Crosshair with his crew, his squad. You know, the new squad that he got, and he's with the Chancellor in Kamino, talking about they have located the rogue clone troopers, which is the Bad Batch. In Baraka, and I'll talk about something about Baraka at the end. I forgot to mention in the previous video, but pretty much the people there, the scrappers in Baraka, located them and told them. Crosshair said that it's up to him and his squad, and let him take a more platoon over for them to take care of the Bad Batch. So he wants to go ahead and do that. And as you can see here, the Chancellor here is getting a little worried, because as we saw, they need Omega. They want Omega for their next scene, their next move. What they're trying to do with Omega for phase 3, or their final phase, they need Omega. And he's worried that, Crosshair and the Empire, just don't need their services anymore. And so we see the worry that he has. And we get the scene here, and I hate this about the Bad Batch sometimes. They give us such wholesome moments, and it hurts, because they give us some great wholesome moments. We're like, oh my god, I am loving this, and then I'm worried that some shit's about to go down. But we see again the beautiful relationship between Omega and Wrecker. Oh my god, I love their relationship. It's the big brother looking after the little sister kind of relationship, and I love it. I'm there for it. Wrecker and Omega, like, I love it. It's just great. And he's teaching her how to defuse pretty much a bomb, and he puts her on the spot, saying, you got 10 seconds to defuse this bomb, and she's just freaking out, cutting wires. And you can see Hunter saying, it's gonna blow. She hides, and it turns out just to be a smoke bomb. And Wrecker was like, I'm not stupid. I wouldn't let you defuse a real bomb. And I thought that was the sweetest thing.
Total Big Brother vibe right there.
Yes, I love this scene between, again, just the relationship that we've seen with Omega and Wrecker has just been that big brother, little sister thing. And I'm there for it. I love it. I love it so much. And we see Echo come up saying, how's the training going? So we do see that Omega has been getting trained by the Bad Batch. So she's pretty much like learning from everybody. And we get to see her grow. We get to see a little bit of her development later in the scene, which Eagle Heart is going to be breaking down for you guys in a minute. But you can see, we see Wrecker. We tell him to go. And we see here, these are the scrappers, the people who live in Baraka, in the junkyard there that we have, are watching them. And our boys already see them. As you can see, the light flickers. And of course, Echo and Wrecker notice them. He's like, do you see there? He tells Wrecker, we have people there. Omega still hasn't learned, so she's kind of confused of what's going on. Wrecker and Echo let them know that they've been spotted, and they go after it. This scene right here was funny, where Wrecker's like, I got this under control, and he's holding on to the spaceship as they're zooming through. And then we see Echo just stun the dude, flinging him forward. I thought the scene was funny as hell when the dude gets flung like off the side, like stunned. And so pretty much,
I thought he was dead. I was like,
yeah, I really thought they killed him. I was like, he's done. And then we see him tied up with everybody else at the end, all 3 of them. And I was like, oh shit. So he didn't die. They actually went and grabbed him. So all three of them are right here. So I like this scene. This scene is a pretty good scene because we get Echo pretty much telling Hunter we should have left with Rex. You know, he's saying that we're soldiers. You know, that's what we do. You know, but we get to see Hunter, you know, and the transition of clones, you know, soldiers into a more regular life. You know, they're putting their skill set to use as, you know, mercenaries, bounty hunters, you know, and stuff like that. And Hunter, you can see, he's just trying to figure out what's the best thing for him and his brothers. He just wants to survive. You know, he wants to do what he can. He's trying to get all these weapons for Gil, for him to pay their debt that they do. So, you know, Hunter knows exactly what's going on. Like, he sees the problem. He's trying to look for a solution, and he's trying to do the best for his family, pretty much. But, you know, Echo was just like, yo, we're soldiers. You know, this is what we do. And they just start to argue. But, you know, Hunter is like, we need to go and get the weapons in the armory because they weren't scavenged because of that giant octopus creature. I would assume did not allow people to go in and really take stuff, you know, because it had that octopus that almost ate up Wrecker in the previous episode, which I thought was really cool. I like that scene a lot. I thought that was a dope scene. And so Hunter tells Echo to go to the bridge to try to turn on the power for the ship. And so again, they're just saying we just gotta do what we gotta do, pick these weapons up, take them to Gil, pay our debt, and we'll have more money for the future. So as they move up, we get to see them actually walk into the armory, which brings back a lot of really, you know, Clone War vibes. You know, I really like this because we get to see that transition from Clone Wars to now, and you know, and how the world is recovering, or how the world is going through Order 66. You know, and we get to see, you know, a lot of the memories that are going on right here with Order, you know, after Order 66. So we see the guys, you know, Omega sees the bombs that she was trying to defuse, which was a smoke bomb. And you see pretty much Wrecker get excited about all the bombs and these torpedo things that he actually picked up that he really liked. Also, you know, Tech was able to turn on the power. So we see them, you know, trying to get everything that they can to get everything rolling over. We see the bridge, and I love the shots in this. The shots here are beautiful. Like the scene of the scrapyard, everything about it was just amazing. We see Omega and Tech talking at the bridge, saying, you know, we need to download all the schematics, you know, the data from the ship, logs and everything. Since this was a Jedi cruiser, Eagle, I wonder whose Jedi cruiser this was. And imagine the stuff, the information that's in this cruiser that they can get. You know,
yeah,
who are we gonna see?
Same thing. Whose was this?
Anakin, Obi-Wan, you know, Ahsoka, Rex. You know, some people during the Clone Wars. You know, a lot of, you know, ghosts from the past. You know, I was thinking all that stuff when he's like, you know, we're picking up all this information. So he tells Omega to go insert the disc. Again, beautiful shots, amazing scenery that we get to see. I love it. And I'm gonna talk about the Baraka theory that I didn't talk about last episode that I forgot about. So as we continue, Omega notices that there's a blinking light, saying, "What is this blinking light?" Tech's like, "Oh, it's probably, you know, nearby ships, right?" And she's like, "Probably." He's like, "It's probably just an error." And then next thing you know, we see the Crosshair and the squadrons that he brought with him to hunt them down pulling up, and we get Tech, you know, warning. We go back to get back to the counselor and them in Camino, and they're saying here, they're just talking about that they need Omega, they need her. They didn't say Omega, but we can all speculate that it is Omega that they want. They need her. You know, because I've heard a lot of theories that Omega, in some way, shape, or form, might be Force sensitive. And I saw it in certain episodes, in which we will break down Omega's character a little bit more, Casey, Eagleheart, and I, a little bit later. But they need Omega, and it's clear that they want her. They want her for the next phase, and they talk about hiring a bounty hunter and say it doesn't matter what bounty hunter we hire, they're gonna get the job done. So we know, so that here it also confirms that they're the ones who hired Fennec as well to capture Omega, looking for bounty hunters to find Omega. So we know it was them from Camino trying to locate her. And again, we see Tech sees Crosshair with his squadron and a bunch of clones, a bunch of regs, and I'm gonna hand the torch over to my boy Eagleheart. He's gonna take over the rest of the episode.
All right. So right as they see Crosshair, they decided we gotta go. And so the first thing they thought of was, well, right here is Crosshair tells them to go look for Hunter's ship. So one of the shuttles takes off and looks for the ship. And then we get Hunter telling them we need to go and let's go through the armory. But in this scene right here, I just want to show again. Look at how strong Wrecker is. He is able to carry a photon missile by himself and a crate of explosives like it's nothing. It just blows my mind on how strong Wrecker actually is. And so here they're going towards the armory, and then troopers come by, they hide. But next thing you know, they hear that they're heading to the armory. So Hunter says, well, let's go and reroute them, and then let's go try and escape through the cannon section. Which, if you know anything about Crosshair, brothers, all minds think alike pretty much. That Crosshair knew it was a detour and actually met up with them in the cannon section right here. And it shows how much the chip has fully imprinted on Crosshair. Because Crosshair pretty much does not care that it's his brothers anymore. Like, he literally says, kill the girl. Which was pretty a shocker to me. And so right here we see Hunter telling Tech, can you turn on the cannons and fire them? Because the roof will collapse. And so in this stand down, Tech's over here trying to rearm the cannon and get it started. And then we see right here the fire, and it shows right here, Omega being able to shoot her bow pretty well now, like it's nothing, like it's a natural to her. The cannon fires, the roof falls, they're able to make an escape, and they escape through the ion engines, which is massive. Which, I never realized how big an ion engine was until this scene right here. And so they're escaping through it, and somehow Crosshair knew exactly which way they were going to escape through and traps them. Next thing you know, Omega and the rest have an idea to set the explosive charges around the midsection and below part of the engine, right as the engine goes off. And then there goes the engine. Crosshair stands there waiting to see if they're going to be fried or he'll have to shoot them when they try and escape. But once he sees the engine come full on blast, he walks away and Hunter blows the engine. The engine falls. Hunter right here gets seared, and I mean almost barbecued from the radiation of the engine, which I do have a theory on that scene. Either his chip will malfunction or melt, or the Empire will have no need for him anymore because he's going to get burned, which we'll see later on how badly wounded he actually is from this ion engine. And so the engine falls. They make an escape. Half the team is still knocked out. So Hunter tells the team, meet him at the ship. And on their way, they see a fallen stormtrooper or not Stormtrooper yet, but they will become Stormtroopers eventually.
Are you ready? Are you ready for
Yep.
this, man? And so as you can see, like Casey said, like Eagle said, Clone Trooper's dead, right? We see this.
Once I saw that stance, oh my god!
We see the stance, and then we see the hat, the face. Oh, bro.
Oh, and the voice.
The walk, the voice, and then Cad
Oh.
Bane is alive. Holy
A cowboy
shit.
himself.
Holy shit, guys. You have no idea how insane this is. Eagle, oh my god, just we're gonna have a whole video talking about him, trust me. This is just, oh my god.
Beefless.
One of the most notorious bounty hunters. Who in the world thought that they would hire Cad Bane?
Right? I'm gonna tell you, when I saw this scene, I almost ripped my stitches out of enjoyment, and I forgot I had stitches.
Bro, guys, if you guys, okay, so again, we're doing a whole bounty hunter series. We're gonna be doing a whole bounty hunter, and we're gonna talk about it later. But Cad Bane was pretty much, if not at the same level as Boba, or just a bit better than Boba as a bounty hunter.
Yep. I mean, he's the reason why Boba Fett's helmet has the dent in it.
Yes.
He was the only one to get a headshot on Boba Fett and knock his helmet off.
Oh man, this is just this made the episode just 100 times better than what it was already, guys. Oh my god. And again, you can't have a bounty hunter and you can't have anything like this without the old-fashioned Western shootout between Hunter and Cad Bane, guys. Oh my god. You get just the stare down, the face off. You see them just, moving their fingers slowly around their gun, and then they go for the shot. Oh man, the scene, the lighting, everything about this is just perfection.
I mean, if you've never watched a spaghetti western, right here is basically what a spaghetti western showdown shootout looks like right here.
Just like that. And we're gonna go and then just zoom into the eyes.
Right.
Zoom into the eyes.
Oh.
And the shot from Cad. He gets the drop on our boy. He gets the drop on our boy, guys. I'm trying to get that scene right here. It's like he gets the shot off on our boy. Hunter shoots pretty much his little robot companion, and he shoots way before. He just shoots way before. I'm just gonna go ahead and play the scene real quick for you guys. Right there, right there. He just gets him before he even gets the chance. This scene is just impeccable. This scene is beautiful. It's so quick. It's so quick. He was so much faster than Hunter. So much faster. Right there. Look. Oh my god. And this pained me. My heart, I was super excited and my heart dropped. Because if you guys remember my theory from last week's, I had a feeling someone was going to die. I said, someone's probably going to die this episode. And seeing Hunter get shot right in the chest, like it was close to his heart. If you look at this thing, like it was like right there on his heart. Like he almost, you can see right here.
And then watch like the next coming scenes when they show his backside. I literally thought he was dead. He died right there.
Oh my god, this scene was beautiful. Then we see, of course, Cad being, Omega tries to shoot him with their thing, and he just switches his weapon to stuns Omega, and they take off.
Yep.
And here we just see here we get to see wounded Crosshair as the clones are bandaging him up, putting a respirator on him, you know, trying to get him going. We see he's just absolutely defeated right here, saying that they have no response from the other team. His squadron, this is his squadron. These are clones. The people, they're not clones. These are pretty much the future stormtroopers, pretty much. The volunteers that they got in black. They pull up. They see Crosshair. He gets up. He says, we need to get to them right now. And we just get to see, look at this. Look at his eyes. They look a little orange. He looks just absolutely beat up. And
almost like what Anakin's eyes look like.
Exactly. And just like Eagle Heart mentioned earlier, I feel like that he might not be of use to the Empire anymore. I feel like they're trying to find any reason to get rid of the clones. And since he is now wounded and potentially maybe, you know, crippled, you know, because Crosshair was a sniper. You know, if he doesn't have his eyes, he can't snipe. And he's not going to be useful anymore to the Empire. Unless in Kamino, they do some kind of enhancements to him, try to heal him. I mean, he's valuable to the Kaminoans, you know. So they might attempt to heal him, or like Eagle Heart said, maybe his chip may have been fried, and maybe the effects of the inhibitor chip might slowly start to decrease as he's recovering from that blast of that engine that he got to the face, pretty much.
Well, but now seeing his eyes the way it is, the only way your eyes can get like that is if you have pure hatred and anger. So are they showing that clones are susceptible to getting, like, becoming force sensitive?
Oh, that's true, because you're right. That's how Anakin's eyes were once he succumbed to the dark side.
Dark side, exactly. That's the only time we ever see eyes look like that.
Yep.
So I just thought of that right now. It's like, is it possible?
It could be a possibility. You know, these are genetically, you know, these are, you know, defective clones. Maybe the defect could get, maybe they may be susceptible to, you know, the Force or something like that. So you never know.
Yeah.
That's a good theory. I like that. That's dope. And this scene here that we see is a first-person perspective. This is a huge throwback. I was telling Eagle Heart, this is a huge throwback to the Commando game that we played the other day on stream. Seeing, you know, the perspective of the clone troopers from their helmet, from their visor. You know, this is dope. We get to see Hunter, you know, awake. You know, they get pushed by the stormtroopers or clone troopers, you know, as they attempt to escape. We get Hunter gets his helmet taken off, right? And he says, a bounty hunter has Omega, and we need to get her back. And cue scene right there, guys. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I mean, the episodes are getting better and better.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
I have a feeling the next episode or the following episode is going to be heartbreaking. Somehow.
Don't tell me that, dude. I wasn't prepared for heartbreak. I had a mini heart attack when Hunter almost died. If we lose somebody, dude, I don't know what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be crazy. I can't.
Well, I don't know if it was a mistake or not, but when they did a close up to Hunter being on the ground, when they showed his backside, they showed like an orange spot on his back, like the blaster went through him.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, he's not dead.
Oh,
Please tell me he's not dead. He
man.
can't be dead because the whole team would fall apart.
I mean, and then just having you know, Cad Bane, you know, his appearance on the show just made it a million times better. Such a surprise guest. And again, we're gonna have a whole Bounty Hunter series coming up, guys. We're definitely gonna be talking about Cad Bane because he is one of the most notorious bounty hunters in the galaxy. Like we said, so we have that.
But now it's like, will we see Bosk, even maybe Boba Fett? Maybe Boba Fett in this?
Well, here's my theory about maybe Bosk, because Gil is the same species as Bosk.
Bosk, yeah.
You know, and I feel like they might reach out to Rex for help, you know, because they're going to need help in order to get, you know, Omega back. and I think they might ask for Gil for help. And she knew people from the underground. She was
Yeah.
well informed because she was able to find out information from Fennec really quickly. So I feel like Gil is very informed, very well connected. So this next episode could be just kind of like a filler, a build up. Maybe gathering forces, reaching out to people, trying to locate Omega, and maybe we'll find out what the next step to the Cameoans, phases, why they need Omega, what's going on with the whole cloning process, and I feel like the next episode is gonna be a build up, and then maybe we're gonna have the finale coming up with like the big fight to instead of possibly somebody dying. So
I mean, yeah. I mean, also, this could be the introduction to how Boba Fett, because he's young still. I mean, he's like what, 13, 14, maybe around this time. Just like Han Solo is around 13 at this time.
yeah,
His introduction into the Bounty Hunter Guild.
that would be dope. We see the Bad Batch become mercenaries in season 2.
Yeah.
But that's the episode, guys. That is the breakdown. Let us know your thoughts, your comments on episode 8. Absolutely amazing. We have more content coming your way. Thank you guys so much. Keep an eye out for next Friday. Next episode is gonna be dope. I'm super excited. Can't wait to see what's about to go down. And my boy Eagle Heart, let's go ahead and send the people out.
May the force be with you.
For this is the way. Thank you, guys.